Alright, in this video, we're going to be reacting to a fresh and fit clip in which the main speaker, Myron, I believe he's having a discussion with these women about the fact that many men care about a woman's past. So, let's see.
Okay, then just say you didn't care versus saying you're immature. Like, I find it funny that women try to demonize men for making poor decisions and then the men holding them accountable for poor decisions.
You misunderstood me. I'm not saying that it's immature to like have opinion. I'm saying it's immature to ask what's your body count. I think it's immature to be like, what's your past?
It's immature for a man to care about a woman's past.
Okay, sorry. I meant to say it's immature to ask, or it's immature to like bring that up in a conversation.
This is the manipulation of the feminine, right? It's the manipulation of the toxic version of femininity, where they have an incredible ability to manipulate social contexts and interactions so that it's in their favor and whatever strategy that they're employing in a certain interaction, right? So when she's demonizing or discouraging you from asking questions that could make her present her in a bad way, it's very masterful when you think about it, because she's covering her back. So you can't even ask questions because then you're a bad person or you're immature or whatever it is. So then she can never be seen in a bad light. It's extremely manipulative, on some levels very genius, but he's able to pick it up.
Well, I mean, most guys typically wouldn't ask, but they are interested in it, and that does not make them immature.
I don't think it's immature to care about it, but if you're together,
you said that earlier,
and then like basing your okay, she's a stripper and I love her, but I can't marry her because she was a stripper.
I think men want to weigh their risk factor.
That's immature. If she was a stripper now, and then you guys are dating, and now she's a dental assistant and she's in school and she doesn't strip anymore, and she looks good on paper. Still matters. And then the fact that you're still judging her, like, oh well, I can never marry her because she was a stripper in 2016.
It's still gonna.
That's immature.
It's still gonna matter.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, it is not immature because men are hardwired to care about a woman's past. Like I said before, it's amazing to me. It's actually incredible to me.
Before he goes into this, we'll say that, again, it's just a continuation of what I said before. They're not accepting the reality of what other people want. So you don't get to decide actually if it's immature or not. It's not up to you. You don't get to decide if that makes sense. When a woman cares about certain things, she cares about it, and that's her prerogative. She's allowed to do that. We shouldn't tell her no, she shouldn't do that. She's allowed to care, right? No matter what it's about. If it's to do with his past, present, or future. If it's the case with men that's something they care about, that's something they care about, and you're just gonna have to take the consequences of your actions,
How women will sit there and get mad about a man judging them on their past when you were the one that made those decisions in your past. If a sex offender is arrested and labeled a sex offender because he committed a crime, society holds him accountable, but women don't want to be held accountable for their poor decisions.
I don't think anyone's mad.
You guys quite literally were shaming and saying it's immature for a man to care about a woman's past.
That doesn't make you mad.
It's not.
If that's my opinion.
She's smart. What she's doing again in terms of manipulation is she's focusing not on the logic of what he's saying, but on the emotional content. So she's like, that doesn't make me mad. That doesn't make me mad. That's how they deflect and totally take the conversation off of a logical route.
I think it's immature. I'm not mad about it. I don't care.
Your opinion is incorrect because it's not immature for a man to care about a woman's past.
I don't think anyone's opinion could be incorrect.
It's incorrect because it's biologically hardwired. If I went around and said, yo, it's immature that girls want more money from their dudes,
shame them.
I would sound stupid as fuck. Yo, it's immature that girls want a guy that's stronger than them.
Y'all trying to compare spectrums and you can't.
Again, it's just... move the camera. But basically, it's okay for people to have certain standards, and it's also okay for you to not reach that standard. The thing about women is they just want unlimited access as much as they can, and it hurts their ego, and they're very sensitive to hearing that they don't reach certain people's standards. But the thing is with men are more naturally used to hearing that they don't reach a standard because men are used to rejection all of the time, but women aren't really used to that. They don't really go through it on a daily basis. So I can see how it's difficult for them to process it.
Do you not understand that I'm giving you the functional equivalent on the male side? Men and women are not the same at all.
Facts.
Okay, so since we are not the same, we're attracted to different things, correctly?
Facts.
Okay, so since we're attracted to different things, I have to give you a functional equivalent on the female side that matches the male
I don't
side.
think it matches.
It's not immature.
I just said that.
It's not immature because at the end of the day, your past always comes back to haunt you, whether it's going to be your sex life or your work life or whatever. Like, whatever you do in the past does matter. Just like, who was it? Holly Berry, who won the whatever Miss Universe or something, and then something came out.
I mean, your answers proved that earlier. I asked y'all earlier at the top of the show, do any of you care about a man's body count? All of you said pretty much no. But men do.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not men.
So we're more mature than men.
See, and again, they're not just accepting the differences and the fact that people care about different things, right? So there's a reason why a woman wouldn't care about a man's body count, because what actually is the purpose of you caring? What difference does it make to you if a man has present value and future? There is a projection of future value that he will continue to have, maintain, and develop. What he could have been with 1,000 women before. If he's a millionaire now, if he understands women, if he has great social connections, if he's able to fulfill her, sleep with her in the way that she enjoys and makes her physically satisfied, why would what he did 1,000 times before with other women matter? Like, what is the purpose? Why would it matter? If you can say the reasons why it would matter, it's okay, because you can give logical reasons. But there are more logical reasons that have been the case for thousands of years through evolution, which is why men do care, because there was no such thing as a DNA test 1,000 years ago. The only thing you could do to know if that baby was truly yours is to look at it, see if it looks like you, or to judge her by her past. So men evolved that need.
Yeah, we knew that.
How do you come to that conclusion?
Even
just
our
Men
own
take
system.
longer to mature.
So think about it, right?
They're
Even
more
our own
mature
system
than
for financial success, credit score. What's your credit score?
I'm not going. We don't need to do all that.
Exactly. The
304.
point is, your credit score will determine, right, what you get in the future. So your past does affect you, no matter what it is. So we're just saying, as a result, what do men think? Okay, cool. If she's a 304, she's for the streets. Her past is terrible. I don't want her. That's all we're saying.
You want
So I got to raise my credit score because I've slept around.
No, we're just saying your past, if you don't fix it, is gonna mess up your future.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's using the credit score as an
Can you-
example.
I mean, I get it.
You
but I
can't go into a
don't,
bank with a 420 credit score and say, yo, I want a
But
home
again,
loan, I
you're
want a
trying
mortgage.
to compare two
Definitely
different.
not.
Like,
I'm
It's an
giving you an
example.
analogy.
It's an example.
An analogy. That's how men look at it. Like, yo, you're disqualified from this job because you did X, Y, Z. Like, if you want to work for the FBI, but you have a felony conviction, guess what? You can't work for them because you have a felony conviction. You don't qualify for the job. Same thing with women. You did certain things in your past. Other dudes aren't going to like that shit.
Yeah.
Used to be a porn star, OnlyFans, sex worker, whatever it is, stripper. A lot of guys are going to disqualify you off rip. Most of the guys that have options are not going to tolerate a girl that comes with a past, because I got a future. If you have a certain past, you no longer qualify for a future with me. That's how it goes.
for you.
With most men.
Oh, well,
The only guy.
The thing is, right, she's never going to accept anything he's saying, because emotionally she's decided, I'm not going to listen. So it really doesn't matter. But I want to know what you guys think. So does he have a point, or is he going too far? Do you understand what he's saying or not? Comment down below, let Reemus know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.